My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Bazaar. We're going to be playing We're going to be playing Vanessa again. And it's going to go well, damn it. I put a rank ticket on the line. Ooh, an early rifle. Every 2 seconds it deals 15 damage. When you use this, reload 1 ammo if it's your only weapon. And honestly, I'm pretty happy to see things like left eye, your leftmost weapon has 15 crit chance. I don't really care about that on the rifle, to be honest. Final dose or final flame, both being ways to increase poison or burn. I'm very excited to see here because I want to be able to put a single tool on the board that does a huge amount. So lighter would be incredible. Final flame lighter. Sterling sells silver tier items. If I could get a silver tier medium item here, that would be wild. Woof. Cove is here, but I can't afford it. Unless I want to sell the rifle. Oh, is that the wildest thing ever? I sell a rifle, I get a Cove day 1. It shields for 0. Actually, no, it has a sell value of 6, so it shields for 16. That's a lot. You know what? Yeah, give me a Cove. Give me the day 1 silver Cove. I've not had that before. That could be fun. Banana Ball. Banana Ball could be fun. Banana Ball has medkit and banana, which I don't care about, but it does have duct tape. It slows an item every 6 seconds, and it shields 5 every time an adjacent item is used. But I'm going to Pyro. If I can get this lighter, I actually have insane defense and damage online. So let's do it. Oh, I'm so excited by today's games. I gotta focus on my economy as well, so I have the ability to buy and sell a bunch of stuff for the sake of the Cove. Cove says when you sell an item, this gains 1 value, and it also shields for double its item's value every 3 seconds. So we want to sell as many items as possible. Give me the lighter. Give me the lighter. It's a 1 and 3. Give me the lighter.
Not even a battle.
Woo!
Maybe a skirmish.
Every 3 seconds, burn 9. Get a poison item for free from the botanical, or go get 50 max HP from the eating contest? Oh my god! Oh my god! It's get the chocolate bars, because I sell each of them for 2 additional shielding every 3 seconds from the Cove. Racetrack, get a haste item. There's a strange mushroom. That could pick up a experience or skill. Oh, you sells weapons, not interested. Let's go skill. Eat it. Your small weapons gain 3 damage, small weaponry. Okay, whatever. Not interested. I would be real surprised if I got beaten here. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Wow. You already have additional ammo on the throwing knives as well? You know, I am surprised. I told you I'd be surprised. I am. So, you know. I'm doing what I told, I'm telling you. I pick up a random friend here, the trained spider.
Another empty chest, waiting to be filled.
I did that immediately before leveling up, giving us the option to pick up scavenger hunt here, get 2 loot items. If you have a friend, get 2 additional items. Having 4 items that I can sell here. Like scrap, I sell this and it gives 4 shield to the Cove, as well as another 2 because I sold an item. And then Vial of Blood, 1 experience and 2 shield, as well as 1 gold back. Insect Wing, I'll do that in a moment, but pelts, you go. Invest in yourself, gain 1 income. Admittedly, I could totally see that. Middle sells medium items. We're on day 2, so I'm not very likely to see silver items, which makes it much less likely that I want to go here to try and pick up Captain's Wheel specifically. Captain's Wheel would say every time you use a large item, use this, and Captain's Wheel itself would haste adjacent items, so it'd be a really good item to put between the Cove and the lighter. I just don't think I can get it yet. Lick it. You give me 5 treats, though.
It's okay to take a bite of me. I'll grow back.
Lick also has the ability to permanently lose 1 max ammo and give adjacent shield items plus 1 shield permanently. That's not that much to the Cove. In fact, that gives it 10 shield over the course of the entire candy mail, and I have to buy it for 4. But if I get 5 small treats, and then I just sell them, getting 20 max HP, 1% crit chance my entire board, 1 damage to all weapons. I don't have to sell that yet. 1 shield to all items. There we go. Cove is now, every 3 seconds, shielding for 41. Rogue Scrapper versus Tent City Mare. Theoretically also versus Giant Mosquito, but not actually versus Giant Mosquito. Giant Mosquito could be cooldown reduction, which is nice. But Tent City Mare has Scrap, which I could sell for a bunch of additional shielding on Cove, and I do intend to do that. Tent City Mare also has the skill Augmented Weaponry. When you sell a small item, a weapon gains 2 damage. So I could use my buy and sell strat to scale another weapon, which would be cool. There's also Rogue Scrapper, and Rogue Scrapper has a golden scrap on their board as well. Ooh, I think I could beat Rogue Scrapper, just off the back of the power of our lighter. I shield a huge amount with the Cove. Tent City Mare, like, it could either be great for us, or it could be absolutely nothing. You know what? So be it. There's a dog here. When you sell a small item, this gains 6 damage. I can see a world where I'm scaling both the Cove and the dog alongside one another. I'm just Pygmalion, but worse. Who are you? I'm you, but weaker. Alright, got through the Tent City Mare. No problems, Tent City there. Oh, we did get the scrap, cool. Not bad. 3 bronze-tier chocolate bars, weapon skills, or sells items at JJ's. I gotta go to JJ's. I'm looking for some broad items.
A friend. I mean, a customer.
Okay, scrap will sell for the additional 10 shielding every 3 seconds on Cove. That's so good. Vanessa's Amulet is just crit chance, 10% crit chance for all of our other items. Pop Snappers, add some additional burn to the field. I like that. I'll take that and then roll. Cannon? Do I want to take that as a burn tool as well? Admittedly, with Cove, like, if I had the ability to put cannon on field...
Oh, you're leaving.
Insect Wing would target Pop Snappers here. Let's move to the next space before I figure out what I do there. Study, gain additional experience. There's Jungle Ruins. I mean, both of those are additional experience. That's the ability to put the Pop Snappers and Train Spider back on field before the next enemy fight. I don't think I'm threatened by the next enemy fight, but emotionally, certainly I feel threatened. Barkuna's not going to get me a Silver Cove at this point. Alright, I'm going to go get the experience from the jungle. I could have gotten the experience from either area. Really didn't matter where. Get an aquatic item. I'll get 2 experience from meditation here as well towards the next level. And then pop Pop Snappers and train Spider back on board.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Alright, Keezer. You're right, Keezer. Ooh, you've gone all in on Lashan. 199 damage every 9.4 seconds. I gotta say, I shield for 3/4 of that in the same time. I've lost all of my ammo now, but also the deed is done. The poison was enough.
You fall like a boulder. I flow like the waves.
Pole sells large items. Yikes. Lost Crate is golden experience, and I really do like that. Pole sells large items, and on this day, I'm more likely to be able to find a Silver Tier Cove. But also, I could find something like Trebuchets so that I can get haste on my board. I'm going to Pole. There it is, Trebuchet. When you burn, haste an item for a second.
That is for. I hope it pleases you.
I'm gonna pop that on board. One of the reasons I like this is because Cove and Trebuchet are both large items, and I am now really looking out for an item called Captain's Wheel, which will trigger whenever I trigger a large item and haste adjacent items. This is a really nice path to like an early game perma. Ooh. Bakun sells medium and large items, which could be an upgrade on what I literally just picked up.
Small items, small people. I love them all.
Astrolabe. When you use another non-weapon item, this and it gains haste for a second. Which, admittedly, that could take the position of the Trebuchet. The Trebuchet is haste at the moment. Astrolabe is the ability to do...
Oh, did he see me close a deal?
Astrolabe hastes every other item on the field right now if I don't have Trebuchet or Cannon on. I definitely have enough damage to deal with the Eccentric Etherite. That's not a problem to me whatsoever. It just comes down to, do I want her work? She has the rigged skill. She also has the scrap item. Yeah, I definitely want to fight her. Tempest Flame Dance can be okay, but it's not that much burn, and it's got a Fiery Cutlass. Your burn items have plus 2% crit? No, thank you. I am a little worried about the Eccentric Etherite, actually. I almost feel like I should put Cannon on field just so that I can get... It's so much less burn, and I need burn, though. Alright, Eccentric.
The sparks! They're everywhere!
Thankfully, I have a lot of shielding from my Cove. You can see now the Astrolabe is perma-hasted and is giving out basically 1 second reduction in cooldown cost to all of the other items. And yes, now we have enough burn on the enemy that they're not capable of gaining enough shield to hit me with their false shield for a lot of damage. Huge.
Turn the lights off when you leave.
Was that even a battle?
Ah!
Maybe a skirmish.
Rigged at the start of each fight, haste 2 items for 3 seconds. That's the best outcome for us, and we got it.
Waiting to be filled.
4 loot items, I will definitely take here. From this scavenger hunt. Extract, I mean, there is a world, we've got haste from Astrolabe, there's a world where Extract and Trained Spider actually want to get sold on appropriate items. Scrap gets sold. I definitely sold the Gland for the 2 regeneration. That's also great to just put on field right now. Trebuchet, I think I do pop Trebuchet back on board at this point. I think it's enough damage. Racetrack. I mean, there's eating contests for chocolate bars again. Middle selling medium items. I still do feel like I could replace Astrolabe with Captain's Wheel. But I don't feel like I have to. Whereas I feel like chocolate bars are definitely good for me right now. There's nothing wrong with the chocolate bar. Heck, I think I might even go for the 10, the plus 10 option. Relax, start your next fight with 400 HP. Gumball machine, buy and sell gumballs. I do like buying and selling gumballs in this world. That's my only friend, the train spider. I don't want to sell the extract, so I could sell insect wing and cannon, and I could buy and sell 3 gumballs versus relaxing. I'm just gonna relax. Getting 400 shielding for the start of the next fight, and then we'll fight Scowl.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
They're a big poison build with pufferfish. They've only got the beach ball hasting 1 aquatic item though, thankfully, so they don't have a huge amount of pufferfish triggers. They do have the life preserver to come back to life while I'm dying to the poison, but just not enough haste triggers on that board yet. As soon as the beach ball gets upgraded enough to hit itself as well as all other aquatic items on board, it'll be popping off. Hello, Marfang. You sell burn items. I'd love to see some burn items.
Poisons, but he's got no flair, no fire.
Your medium burn items have +2 burn. First time you use a large burn item each fight. Burn 5. Flanking fire. The first time you use a large item each fight, adjacent items gain +7 burn for the fight. So if I put the Cove between the lighter and the trebuchet, that scales our damage incredibly. It's either that or frost fire. The first time you burn each fight, freeze an item for 3 seconds, but I'm going to take flanking fire here. And I will sell the cannon. Oh, docks! Yay!
I'm not liable.
6 golden to experience. That'll also level us up.
Place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
Got a scavenger hunt on board here. There's also some crits, some ammo, some aquatic items. Definitely the scavenger hunt. Scrap for the Cove, thank you. We've got damage for the trebuchet, which isn't really that relevant, but I do want to sell it. We've got another insect wing for cooldown reduction, which is neat to see, and gland for regen. I don't think I need to, especially because I think probably the most valuable enemy for me to fight here is the Boiler and Brawler. Possibility of giving us shield on haste, but there's also the hammer, there's also the wrench for upgrading items or tools. There's also the energy potion. There's just a lot of hits here. But I also know I don't need to sell my feather before going in this fight, which means I get 2 more stores that I can hold that feather for.
You looking for work?
In case I find knee brace or something.
Waste of gunpowder.
This is unfortunate. Toolbox. Every 6 seconds shield 10, and your other toolboxes have tools have their cooldowns reduced by 5%. Regenerative Tincture, there's Mountain Pass, and there's also B1 and B2, sells items with a high chance of upgrades. Please upgrade items on my board.
I say thoroughly tested.
Perfect. Trebuchet, when you burn, haste an item for 2 seconds now instead of 1.
Tyrant King.
And also, 2 more burn on the Pop Snappers. Great upgrade to our board. Eating contest, get some chocolate bars. Definitely seems the vibe here. Just gonna go for the 5. Or rather the 5 gold option, silver. Cove is really good right now. It's shielding for a large amount, and also, when I want to pivot out of this, because I will eventually want to pivot out of the Cove, I get to sell it for 38.
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Please haste the Cove at the start of this fight with Rigged. That'd be so good. Oh my god, it got the haste. Okay, so it gave the additional burn to Lighter and Trebuchet, which are now going off consistently. Yep, pretty much everything on board is perma-hasted right now. Not reliably, but it does get to a perma-haste state. Well, perman, okay, it's not.
Bravery without strength.
It has high haste uptime, I'll say, though. JJ sells items. Rukon sells weapon skills, but 125 max HP. Really hard to turn down. Orion sells tools, which could be an upgrade to Lighter, could be Astrolabe. 3 spare change or a temporary. We'll look at the tools.
in.
There's the lighter.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
I don't think I can afford to roll and pick up something here, so I'm just gonna accept that I got my lighter upgrade. Astrolabe upgrade here gives out a lot of haste. The Trebuchet upgrade just increases the haste that Trebuchet gives by 1 second, which is not actually that transformative. Definitely Astrolabe that wants to hit there.
Now this will inspire the crew.
Now I'm pretty much going to have Perma-haste on board. Flame Juggler, obviously more synergistic with my build, but Flame Juggler also doesn't really have items I care about. Cinders, the ability to increase your leftmost burn item, I mean, that's fine, but I'm not happy to get it. Fiery, their skill Fiery is probably the best. Your burn items have +1 burn. Sabretooth has Diamond Fangs, which is not relevant yet, but it could be in the future. Gorgon Nobel has Paralytic Poison, as well as Trained Spiders. Gorgon Nobel is definitely the least interesting of the options here for us. But she also has the highest rewards. I'm going to go Flame Juggler. I get 1 less experience, but I might get some increase in power for my board state. Best outcome here is getting the small lighter, because it's silver tier, so it'll just join with my lighter.
I will have my second act.
See that plank? Walk it.
Magma Core, at the start of the fight, burn 9. Honestly, replacing Pop Snappers with that to just have a burn immediately trigger at the start of the fight, triggering the Trebuchet, that's actually really good. It also prevents the Trebuchet from trying to haste the Magma Core, because the Magma Core doesn't have a cooldown, so it can't accept haste. Case of Riches, Chocolate Bars. Again, I legitimately believe getting as much max HP as I possibly can right now is the best outcome. Small weapon, the Nautica for aquatic items, but I'm going to go to Finn's Big Bite.
Food is life. Our bodies are just containers for it.
5% max health is 79.8, but I can also get 10 additional shielding to the Cove and Astrolabe at the same time. Before we go into an enemy fight, I will sell the Insect Wing. Alright, Edo-san. Ooh, it looks like they've had a rough time.
I'm a bit
Maybe they won an
irritated.
early day and then they've
I
lost
may be young
since.
for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Oceanic Rush is on board. Ooh, they have First Aiden and a Haste Matters board. Oh, they haven't got that many haste triggers though. They've got the haste from Oceanic Rush and Multi-Tool going off every so often, as well as obviously First Aiden's own trigger itself. They get a lot of lifesteal out of that flagship next to the Crow's Nest though, which, oh god. Yeah, their lifesteal is definitely keeping them around right now.
Next
But-
time, boys, less blunder, more plunder.
But it wasn't enough. They burn out.
I paint my ship red, but I don't
Dock work.
use paint.
6 gold and 2 experience is really hard to beat. It's basically the most efficient pickup. No pain, no gain for damage and crit chance, but I have to lose 197 max HP. No. Very little damage, no poison on anything. Some... a weapon I could get. I'm going to go for meditation for 2 experience there. Malafang sells burn skills, definitely the most relevant.
Fire, fire, boys. I do it all.
Fiery, your burn items have +1 burn. I'm going to take freeze an item for 3 seconds the first time you burn, because that'll trigger at the very start of the fight from Magma Core.
So who are you going to use that? I don't want to know.
All of my enemies. Oh, sorry, you didn't want to know? Oh, damn. I'm also going to implicate you, if that helps. I'm going to leave a message there that says that you did it. Trash Golem, when you use an ammo item, reload 1 to the item to the left of it. Not that really relevant to us. Enclave Weeper is definitely not relevant to us. Dire Inglet, the same. So basically it comes down to do I think I can beat the Enclave Weeper? Trash Golem does have one hit in their inventory for us, possibly. And that's if I wanted to pick up maybe a Powder Keg. Powder Keg saying it has a 20-second cooldown, and it deals damage equal to 40% of your enemy's max HP, and then destroys itself. When you burn, charge it by a second. So if we give that enough haste and enough burn, it'll trigger for 40% of their max HP, which is good. And by that point, the burn hopefully should have taken away the rest. I think it's such a narrow hit that I really just want to go for the experience and gold. Froze Death Caps, their scaling item, immediately at the start of the fight. Everything was hasted thanks to Rigged triggering my hastes very early, and then Astrolabe keeping them going. Also from Magma Core, donating 2 haste to another item because of Trebuchet. Yeah, this is great. We're above board.
It's over already. We barely got our flags up.
Ectoplasm. Poison 1, heal equal to your enemy's poison. That's not really going to be part of my build. 2 experience or 2 citrus and 2 coconuts? I'm going to take the 2 citrus and 2 coconuts, actually. 2 regeneration, 20 max HP, but it's also plus 8 shielding per 2.9 seconds on Cove. Ball sells large items. An upgrade to Cove or Trebuchet would be incredible right now. Slowmore Lumbra sells slow skills. And snack time for 200 HP. Wow, all of these are real choices. I'm gonna go to Pole because I don't think I can miss on both Cove and Trebuchet. I don't think there's enough large items right now for that to be possible. Yep, I missed on one of them. Didn't miss on both. Got Cove.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
And now it shields for triple to the item's value, so it's shielding for 193. That's definitely the pickup I wanted there. Convoys, Mountain Pass, JHS items. I'm going to need to have some income so that I can actually afford to do all of the buying and selling kind of stuff I'm trying to get. Let's get rid of Ectoplasm. I know that's not going back on board. Pop Snappers probably isn't, but I don't think I'm comfortable committing to that yet. All right, Yuck Mouth.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
Oh, such a good skin. Ooh. They have a diamond tier life preserver, so I'm going to have to get through their full health bar twice. They have seaweed, giving them additional healing from the seaweed every time they use an aquatic item, but they still have to trigger the seaweed. Their defense is scaling reasonably, but my burn is huge. Unfortunately, does Life Preserver purge? No, it doesn't. They keep that burn. Okay, I'm gonna win the fight. We can see this is a relatively reliable perma-haste at this point. Trebuchet not being a non-weapon is not really getting helped by the Astrolabe, though.
You fall like a boulder. I flow like the waves.
We have an opportunity at Mittel to pick up a Captain's Wheel, and that would be really good. Captain's Wheel would be better than the Astrolabe, I think, at this point for us. Small tool, Gumballs. Ooh, Gumballs. That's a lot of value to the Cove as well, though. I'm going to take the Cove value. Give me some Gumballs. Four additional shielding each time I sell the shield one. And then 3 shielding when I sell the others. Crit skills, non-weapon items. I'm not going to be able to pick up a good crit skill here at the moment, so I'll take the 3 spare change. Chili Charles. I imagine you don't have anything I care that much about right now. A lot of freeze-related stuff. But Thug, you've got Bonk. The Thug does have Bonk. Let me get rid of this spare change. I don't think it's going to be relevant to the fight. I think I just trounce the thug very easily. I think I just have enough burn to do that. Like, this lighter is ridiculous. I'd love to get bonk. Enemy cooldowns are increased by 1 second. It's so disruptive. Thieves Guild Medallion, I would accept. All of the other ones, I'm like, fine, but I really would prefer the others, you know?
See that plank? Walk it.
Toxic Concealed Daggers. Every 8 seconds, deal 24 damage, gain 2 gold, and poison for 4. Yeah, it's not really relevant. Ignite your burn items, gain +1 burn. I think it's time to do that. I really need additional burn. Burn is huge. We work at the docks with our Astrolabe as a navigator. Kev's Armory is here. That's a relevant upgrade path for Astrolabe and Cove.
The world is pretty scary. Might want some armor.
Turtle Shell. When you use another non-weapon, shield 10. Every 5 seconds, give your items +3 shield for the fight. I could replace Trebuchet with that and then try and have like a full non-weapon non-weapon burn build. And admittedly, Trebuchet is going to start losing value for me very quickly here. As I do have the ability to perma-haste other things, as long as they're not weapons. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take Turtle Shell. Shielded powder keg. When you burn, charge this. Not going to do that, though. We'll field those two. We don't need both of these haste enablers. With 2 seconds of haste, anything that has a 4-second cooldown or less has perma-haste just from the Astrolabe as long as it's not a weapon. So Cove does. Lighter does. Astrolabe itself does. Turtle Shell doesn't. It's going to slow down a little. Pop Snappers does until it runs out of ammo, though. So what does this make me better against? This makes me better against things that shield helps win fights. I think it actually makes us weaker against almost everything else, though. I'm going to put the Trebuchet back on board. I think if the enemy's running poison, which is probably most likely, I want the Trebuchet on board. I think if they're running ammo, I want Turtle Shell on board, but I can't. I do think I also likely beat ammo, though, with my current build. All right, Tej. Ooh, you've had a tough time. Only got a little bit of resolve there left.
I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Okay, it's a crit build. It's a crit burn build. They got Trebuchet. They do have Captain's Wheel. I want that. Please give that to me. If you could drop that from your corpse as I win the fight, I would love it. I stack my burn on the enemy significantly faster than they stack theirs on me. I have significantly more max HP, and I gain more shielding. Yeah, I win this. They are healing 30 every time they burn because of the Cauterize. Or rather, every time I burn them, they're healing 30 because of Cauterize. So I might have actually been sustaining that fight a little bit there.
No ball.
Colt sells ammo items. Rukon sells weapon skills. I'll look at yours, buddy. Large weapons deal 72 additional damage. Submerged. Aquatic items give value. Crit chance. I mean, with the Trebuchet doing 72 additional damage, maybe it stays on board. Gumballs, I definitely feel it appropriate to go to the gumballs and buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell. Give me a full 10 gumballs, please. Some damage, some shielding. Little bit of crit, a little bit of max HP. Some more crit, some more max HP. Love to see it. Robo Bouncer, you are irrelevant to my build entirely. I don't think there's a single thing Robo Bouncer can give me that I'm actually excited to pick up. Not really, no. Infernal Frigate does have a skill fire starter at the start of each fight, burn 17. It also just has a gold trebuchet. I don't think it can give me the gold trebuchet. They have thrusters as well, which is not bad. Cosmic Rock for the cooldown reduction. I'm gonna go Infernal Frigate. I don't get to fight this often, and I very seldom actually get anything from it that I want. I often end up with incendiary rounds in a situation that I don't need it. That said, incendiary rounds would actually be pretty good right now. Triggers twice every 1.5 seconds to burn the enemy for 2, which triggers another haste from the trebuchet.
Pathetic. As
Oh, cool.
spineless as a jelly.
Pop Snapper's upgrade.
This will inspire the crew.
As well as 4 loot. Ooh, I'll gain experience and 2 max HP, and also a bunch of shielding for the Cove. Especially because we have Curio with bronze tier junk items. Give me a knee brace. Oh, knee brace and cooldown reduction, so we can do the thing. Knee brace. The cooldown of your items are increased by 1 second while this is on board. Oh, I also have Clockwork Blades. That's wild. And then, so it'll increase the cooldown of all of these items
There 20 years waiting for you.
while it's on board. So they've all got an additional second to their cooldown. Then I reduce that higher amount by a percentage, and then I remove the knee brace. And apparently, this has consistently been told to me, this will end up removing more. It makes sense in that if you remove 3% of 3.8, it's obviously more than 3% of removing 2.8. But it is surprising that it bases its cooldown reduction off of its current cooldown and not a, like, global stat for its cooldown. We take Feather. We will be taking Clockwork Blades as well. I don't think Magma Core ever goes back on this field at this point. It's only going to affect the ones on board that I do that to, though, so I really want to make sure that I've got the right ones. So what do I want to have the most common trigger? Shield from Cove seems to make sense to me. Maybe I do want Magma Core more than I want Pop Snappers. I'm going to sell the Feather, lowering the cooldown. I'm going to buy the Clockwork Blades.
My rusty circuits to see that find a home.
None of the rest of these affect what we're currently doing on board, so I'll reroll. There is Rocket Boots here. When you sell this, your leftmost haste item gains +1 haste. That's the ability to put that on Astrolabe or Trebuchet. .6 second Cove. And because it'd be hasted the entire time, it's actually a 1.3 second Cove. It wants to be between the other two burn items so that they trigger. There we go. And then I am looking to pick up and sell Rocket Boots. I think it's time to get poison out of this build. I really do, but they're so good if I can hold on to them. I don't think Turtle Shell goes back on this build, if I'm honest. I don't think I can afford to put it back.
Trash
Rocket
is
boosts.
tragedy. Reuse everything.
I think Trebuchet is still a very likely target to be taken off of this field. I think Astrolabe never comes off this field, though. But Astrolabe is already giving enough haste to all items that are relevant to it that it perma-hastes them. Because Astrolabe only triggers on non-weapon items. So it triggers... It's perma-haste on Cove already. It's perma-haste on Lighter already. It will never trigger on Trebuchet. So actually, Trebuchet is the target of Rocket Boots for whenever it hastes itself. Three spare change, poll for large items, or Nufu sell skills. Nufu does sell skills, and I could still find like a silver tier skill I could pick up.
Are you prepared?
Yeah, like Captain's Charge. The first time you use a large item each fight, haste adjacent items for 4 seconds. That'll be the Trebuchet hasted. I don't want to sell the knee brace. I want to keep it for this tech. I think actually I put Pop Snappers back on board instead of Magma. I think that's it. And then I sell Magma. It does trigger immediately at the start of the fight, but Pop Snappers triggers 3 times.
I do not teach violence. I teach mastery over it.
Alrighty, Never Lucky. Ooh, 2 wins on the record. I suspect you
Go
might be
ahead,
right about that name, buddy.
underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
The fight's going well, I think. Actually, no, they... Oh, they've got an Icy First Aid, so every time they haste, they heal 10 and freeze 1. That's pretty tough. All of my stuff is basically perma-frozen here. I'm gonna guess this is one of the situations where they took enough damage to get a random enchant, and they happened to pick up the icy one. That's really rare, I want to make it known. I've just happened to lose to it 2 times over the course of recent episodes. Good thing I have so much HP. Unfortunately, it's not really capable of doing too much against this build. Their poison isn't scaling, but they do have poison, and that's enough. I don't think I'm going to be able to shield enough to survive the sandstorm where they won't. Yeah, getting a lot of lag here, so I'm definitely going to reload before the next fight. Woof. Those icy triggers. It's... yeah, pretty tough. Yeah, and they've got perma-haste on all their stuff. It's just Companion Core. When you use another a friend, you charge the Companion Core for a second, and then it hastes all of your other friends, which is all of these items.
Bring her about! I've got another salvo in me.
That's okay, everyone has rough fights. I really wish I had more money, though, so that Pole was an appealing option. Alright, so we could get chocolate bars. I can't really afford to upgrade Cove or Trebuchet. Yeah, this one's just chocolate bars, and I'll take the free ones. Save some money so I can go to a shop at some point in the future. Bakun sells medium and large items, 3 gold tier chocolate bars, or weapons. And take the gold tier chocolate bars. Again, same reasoning. Upgrade your leftmost item. That's a toughie. I think it's just Cove. I think it's just get...
The keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
Get the, when you sell an item, this gains triple value pickup. Elite Duelist, Oasis Guardian. I think I can fight the Death Knight Reaper. I think I have, like, enough health and damage. That this is actually really realistic for us to do. Yeah, as long as the enemy isn't just freezing all of my stuff, our build is pretty good. And even when they do freeze our stuff, as long as they aren't freezing all of our stuff, build's pretty good. I'm real proud of the Cove. Day 1 Cove worked out well. What a high roll.
Waste of gunpowder.
Deadly Eye, your weapons have 10% crit chance. Fine. Keen to sell non-weapon items. I don't have that many weapons. Other than, obviously, Trebuchet. Non-weapon items. Lighter, Astrolabe, Pop Snappers. I'd love to replace Pop Snappers. Middle sells medium items. I could get the Astrolabe upgrade, but it doesn't change anything. I could get Captain's Wheel, but really, Captain's Wheel just triggers the Trebuchet more commonly at the cost of triggering the lighter less commonly. Let's go to Kena. Show me a non-weapon item.
No weapons? Leave with big bargains.
Lighthouse. When you slow, burn 5. It's also Star Chart. Adjacent items have plus 25% crit chance, and they have their cooldowns reduced by 25%. I can't afford those, for what it's worth. But also, I don't have any slow triggers, so I don't see the value in it either. Do I re-roll or do I skip this? I'm going to skip the shop. On the other side of this, I don't even see that much value for us.
I feel like you're not being fully present with me.
Arrow sells vehicles. C4 sells ammo skills. I could see an integration of ammo into this build somewhere. Like, yeah, when you use ammo, burn 4, sure. When you crit with an item, reload another item 1 ammo. When you use an ammo item, burn 4. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get rid of all my poison. I only have Pop Snappers, but it doubles the amount of triggers of burn that come out of Pop Snappers. Oh, now I don't have a friend. Dang. Ooh, but your burn items gain 1 burn is still pretty appealing here. Alright, Vegapunk. What's your board doing and why should I be sad about it? Where is your icy? Where is your icy enchant? Show me your icy enchant. Oh, buddy, that's tough. Bonk. Enemy cooldowns are increased by 1 second. Good lord. They gained a huge...
Got talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
Maybe I don't poison much. Poison. Maybe I don't burn enough. I really felt like I should have had like a reasonable chance on it. The increase of all of our items cooldown by a single second is pretty disruptive to my build, admittedly. I gotta gain gold equal to level. As much as I like Nufu and Nufu's skills, I can't take any right now. Ryan sells tools. Could be lighter, could be Astrolabe, could be a couple other things. Take a non-weapon item from the recycling center. Damn. Every 20 seconds, destroy this and all enemy items, all small enemy items, sorry, for the fight, and slow all enemy medium items for 10 seconds. When you use another aquatic item, charge this a second. Everything else perma-hastes off the astrolabe. What if I ran it? Using my other large item, it would get hasted. The dam itself would get a couple of haste triggers from... a couple? No, it would get a haste trigger from Cove. But if it goes off, I win. Let's go Volcus Enforcer.
For my client, it's personal.
They have a lot of slow, but if I do destroy their stuff, becomes tough. Hang on. First time you use a large item each fight, haste adjacent items for 4 seconds. Damn, didn't get any haste from the Cove's activation. Sploosh. There breaks the dam. I gain a lot of shielding. Not like the most, but a lot.
Resisting.
I need to do a lot more burn though.
Was that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish?
When you freeze, your shield items gain 3 shield for the fight. That's not really going to happen that much, but all in sells gold tier skills. If you have a vehicle, your non-vehicle items are cooldown reduced. No. Your large weapons deal 120 extra damage. No. When you crit, your shield items get 10 shield for the fight. No. And when you use a non-weapon item, haste a weapon. Aquatic Dam is not a weapon. Honestly, that argues to put the trebuchet back on board. And I need some additional burn damage still. Like, it's entirely possible if I run into the wrong enemy, I just die to the... like... Do I have any friends at the moment? No friends. Yikes. Let's take an aquatic item. Oh, it's a friend. Yay. Tox Clock sells haste, slow, and cooldown items. Gumball Machine. So Trebuchet will trigger every 3.7 seconds. For 12 burn and 110 damage, and it has crit chance. In fact, due to flanking fire, it'll even have more burn than that. I need to be able to put burn on the enemy. I don't think... I think if Dam goes off... If I can live until Dam goes off, then I was already going to win that fight. If I can't, then I need Trebuchet for its damage. I'm going to go to the Gumball Machine and buy a full 10. Again, this is scaling for the Cove. As much as its other things. Each of these gives 4 shielding every 3 seconds to the Cove. So this is 40 from selling all of these. In addition to the other benefits they give. Like, yeah, the crit chance is starting to sneak a little higher. Rafridi. Thankfully, I still haven't had my enchant, so I can still lose this fight and get enchant. But they've already gotten that, so it's possible they have something wild on board. Radiant golf clubs can't be slowed, frozen, or destroyed. That's not gonna do it. The enemy is capable of doing, you know, some reasonable healing triggers, but my Cove is so much shielding. It's truly just too much shielding. Also, we're definitely back in the full condition of perma-haste the entire board. Pretty obvious when all of them have almost a minute worth of haste on them. Yay! 7! We are happy with 7s. 7s we take.
You fall like a boulder. I flow like the waves.
C4 sells ammo skills. Crits reloading things would be good. Hull sells large items. Possibility of getting the upgrade for the trebuchet, but I don't really care too much about that. When you crit with an item, reload another item, 1 ammo. Do I have anything that triggers off of slow right now? No. Bullet time. When you use an ammo item, slow an item for 1 second. I don't... If I had something that, like, you know, when you slow for the first time, freeze an enemy or something like that, I could definitely see that. But otherwise, it's flashy reload. The higher the chance that we ever get to use pop snappers again, the better. Mufu sells skills, but I can't take any. I'll take snack time for 325 max HP. I do have only 1 medium-size item on the field, so I could go to the Veteran Octopus. I can definitely beat the Veteran Octopus, and I do need money and... I need money and experience more than I need anything the other items are offering. Or the other enemies. I consider the other enemies just to be items. They're shops. You don't get to choose what you get, but you get something. It's a blind pick pack. Come on, hyper focus. If you have only 1 medium item, its cooldown is reduced by 30%.
Pathetic. As
Dang.
spineless as a jellyfish.
Tiny cutlass instead. Get a friend, get a weapon, says arm locker. Poison items gain poison. Damage, don't care about those. Let's get a friend. Oh, shock ray. When you haste, this gains 25 damage for the fight, and it's gold. Interesting. It's a weapon, so anytime anything else is used, it will haste the shock ray. That's the damage I was looking for from Trebuchet. I bored that. I feel that. How much do I care about burn triggers anymore? Right, most item has burn. I mean, it's nice to have, but how much do I care about it? Got perma-haste on everything else from Astrolabe, and everything else gives perma-haste to Shockray, so I don't care about the Trebuchet at all. We might actually be doing a Shockray run. I've been looking for a run where I can actually run this. I've been looking for a run where I can... I've been looking for a build wherein I can actually run this for so long. I'm going to take Gumballs because they still offer a huge amount of value in my mind. 20 max HP, some crit across the board. A little bit of damage, a little bit more shielding. Again, all the while giving 4 shield each time to Cove. 5 shield if I sell a shielding Gumball. Absolutely, Zara. Haste and charge skills, please. First 5 times you crit each fight. Charge an item 2 seconds. First time you haste each fight. Freeze an items 5 seconds. That's cool. When you use a non-weapon item, a weapon gains haste for a second. I think Shark Ray is already going to be full. Flurry of blows when you use weapon, haste another weapon, no. It's definitely quick freeze. Get rid of the trebuchet. I'll keep damn just in case. Quick freeze. Yeah, I don't crit that much yet, so alacrity is not really it. Freezing into my item for 5 seconds near the early game though, that's big. Quit!
My fight isn't with you. insist.
My fight isn't quit you. But you are in my way. Oh boy. Monitor lizard when you haste poison 10? Oh god, it's a pufferfish. Although, Shark Ray's getting pretty big off these haste triggers. Get him.
All cannon, no ball.
Oh, that's a big Shark Ray. Temporary boost, get an item. I'll take the get an item, please, because I still feel quite moneyant. Going for the gumballs because even if I'm moneyant, I still think gumballs are a good play here for us. And of course I can sell this piranha, get one more. That's a surprising amount of crit chance I've given to the board now. A lot of them have about 10, 11% crit chance. Sick. Frustrate Champion, Trash Titan. Is there any reason to consider the Trash Titan in this instance? Yes. Because it has when you use a small item, charge a large item for a second. That could be relevant. Frustrate Champion has freeze-related things that aren't especially interesting to my builds. Yeah, let's try the Trash Golem. Hulking Experiment also has when you use an ammo item, give it crit chance for the fight, but I don't really think I'm using that many ammo items. I've just got a Pop Snappers on board. I'm just a Pop Snapper, sir. Alright, Trash Titan. Let's see this car. Wait, hang on, wrong film. Oh boy, Shark Ray, get him. Get him, Shark Ray. Oh, I'm so glad I have damage in this build now. It felt bad to not have had.
Walk it.
Emerald every 6 seconds, poison 1, and increase your other poison items by 1. No thank you. A lot of tough options there. I'm going to take Meditation for 2 experience. Nufu sells skills. Yeah, I go to Nufu at this point. I still have the ability to roll and sell.
Since you have come to me.
When you slow, your weapons gain 6 damage for the fight. Yeah, I do slow using the Illuso Ray, but it's not that impactful. When you use large item, first time you use large item each fight, rather poison 9. If I had when you poison for the first time, freeze them, then I could see this. Leftmost weapon has more damage. None of that seems that relevant to me. I'm going to take the roll. When an opponent freezes your items, reduce the duration by 1 second. Says Rapid Thor. I have to sell the dam to get it. I'm going to do that, definitely.
I do not teach violence. I teach mastery over it.
Got to take the spare change here because I don't have that much money otherwise. And I can happily sell all of these except for the knee brace. Is there any additional positioning cues I have to worry about? No, I want my burn things to be on either side of the cove. This is great. Oh, never lucky? Really?
I may be young for a captain,
I-
but I've seen my share.
Am I going to be fighting the same ice build? This is the same guy. You've got, yeah, Icy Aiden. However, it freezes an item for a second. Rapid Thor, baby! Yeah! I'm still losing. Oh, come on! I got the counter and I'm still losing? I have so much shields. The enemy is just poisoning me ridiculously from that monitor lizard? Wait, where? When you freeze poison 10, says ice 9000. I see. Literally. Give me the Fates Crossroads. Give me Icy. Guardian's Gorge. Enchant an item with shield effects. Alright, 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 alright. I'm pretty sure. Cove. Yep, it just doubles the shield. Yes. Yes, 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 I will do that. Absolutely. Every 2.9 seconds, and then every 1.3 seconds afterwards, I'm gonna shield for...
My people need me.
1,800. That's pretty good. Nufu sells skills, but Curio sells junk items. Junk items can be pretty good, but junk items can't be incredible for us. Best is like ammo and burn. But Nufu sells skills, which can literally just increase everyone's burn a lot. Wow, none of those are hits for us. At the start of the fight, haste your poison items, have none. Large weapons, have none. Your items have 30% crit chance, but when you use an item, they all lose crit chance. Or medium burn items. Literally none of those are relevant to us. We'll take a full roll. First time you... Sorry, when you win a fight against a player, gain 5 gold. Nice. Medium weapons have +6. Nice. I can't use either of those, of course. I'm going to take flanking criticals. The first time you use a large item each fight, adjacent items gain 20% crit chance for the fight.
As long as you draw breath, your training is not complete.
Siroko's step would be giving a haste effect to something. Shark Ray, do you benefit from having a haste effect? No, it would just haste 2 other items. I don't think any of these want to give haste to other items. Poison? I could have poison on one of my items, which is not bad. And put it on the one of the most common triggers. I think it's just enchant weapon with lifesteal and give that to the Shark Ray so I have some health. So that if a fight goes long enough that I need to heal in the middle of the fight, I can. Take 400 max HP there. Void Colossus. You destroy an item instantly, and then afterwards, you destroy small items. You are more potent when I have a lot of triggers. I don't think I win fast enough to beat the Void Colossus. I think I gotta fight someone else. I believe. I'm taking risks. I'm definitely taking risks. I was thinking of the Void Golem. I wasn't thinking of the Void Colossus. I was thinking of the one that destroys an item immediately at the start of the fight. Which this is not doing. Eye of the Colossus destroys an item after 10 seconds. I just needed enough triggers of Shielded Cove to go off so that I would just survive. When you burn. One of the other triggers.
We barely got our flags up.
Void Ray. Every 6 seconds, burn for 4. Multicast 2. When you shield, this gains +1 burn for the fight. Do I like that? So it's multicast on 6. It will get perma-hasted by Astrolabe easily. If it was here instead of Lighter and Pop Snapper, it'd be 12 by 2, 24, versus these two being included. That's 22. Granted, Shielded Cove can't benefit both of them, but Shielded Cove could give its crit instead to the Obsidian Shark Ray. Shielded Cove both wants to be adjacent to burn items as well as items that want to crit when it activates for the first time. I mean, Illuso Ray's only on the field because I could put it there. It definitely doesn't need to be there. It can be replaced with Lighter in an instant in order to get the same burn back online. Void Ray doesn't scale especially well, but it is our only burn damage scaling. Let's gain 16 gold here. My friend, leftmost item. No, I'll get the 2 experience. Gumballs versus medium items. Medium items could be the upgrade on Obsidian or Astrolabe. Both of those
Take your
slap.
time. I'm pretty laid back.
Yeah, Weatherglass is way too late to go into this build. I could get, like, 2 multicast on it. We roll, get into fishing net. Start of each day, get a piranha. Turtle shell. When you use another non-weapon, shield 20. There is a world where that is the shield scaling for the damage from Void Ray. But the thing is, what I really want is haste scaling for the damage from Obsidian Shark Ray. And this is just here. How well does this benefit us? Enough to be a worthy slot as it's currently standing? I'm not certain. Over Pop Snappers and Illuso Ray, though. It feels a lot more certain that it's better than Pop Snappers and Illuso Ray when I'm looking at it like that.
Hey, that's okay. It's been nice talking to you.
Alright, buddy.
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this
Where's
more
Scooby
fun.
and Doo?
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Ooh. When you use a small item, charge a large item for a second, that's going to get the restorative port to charge constantly, as long as it's not frozen. Thankfully, it is frozen at the moment. Well done, game. And then I'm dead.
Bravery without
Oh, I got
strength
got.
is a sword without a blade.
When you burn, charge this for 2 seconds. When you use another IMO item, use this, and then hasting the entire board. That's a lot of triggers, baby. But I'll take this victory. I will definitely take an 8-win silver victory. And also, like, gotta feature the Shielded Cove there. Picked it up on day 1 in literally the second option to pick up an item. And kept it the entire time. I think Shark Ray was really good damage, but maybe I needed to move past it. I don't know where I would have moved past it to at the time. Also just, you know, I'd like to run into slightly fewer the ice triggers, if possible. It'd be nice. At least the consistent and repeatable ones, like First Aiden having icy or pufferfish. I'll happily collect 2 chests, though. Nothing wrong with that. And I'll tell you that my name has been Rhapsody, and the name of the game has been The Bazaar. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the Game Pass, present and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming pass and the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Add above the thank to, and a special thanks this episode to Diamond Fox. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.